Hello, Minecrafters, and welcome to episode 59 of our Direwolf 20 Let's Play series. And as you can hear in the audio, I keep getting interrupted by the interrupting villagers. As you can see, I have a few villagers captured here in the old area of our base. And if you'll notice something else about them, they all are dressed pretty much the same, except, well, one of them has a hat with eyeballs coming through the roof, which is interesting. Today we're going to play around with, you guessed it, Botania. No, actually, it's MystCraft. I've been spending a couple of emeralds. As you can see, all these books that I have now are already empty. And what I did was I came over here and used this. So one, I didn't have to hear them. And two, it just makes interacting with them easier. The next thing I did was I set up a PIM, which is, well, it interacts with your inventory. It's personal inventory management. And as you can see, I have this set up so it exports and imports into the filing cabinet, which is our miniature AE system. And I forgot to fix that. Well, I can fix that later. But anyways, this is where I've been importing all the stuff, or all the pages. And this is where I've been putting all of my spares. So as you can see, I have spent a lot of emeralds. Yeah. I don't have all the pages yet, but I got a couple. But anyways, and honestly, I'm not really sure how I could count them, because I can't find anything that can hold all of them. I guess I could just, fill up chests and see how many chests it took to fill it, then count the last chest that didn't full, but I'm not really going to worry about it that much. So anything, I don't know. Anyways, on we go. One of the things I want to do is craft a couple of items. And you'll see what these are for here in just a little bit. So, MystCraft. One of the first things we want to craft, that's not craftable, is a bookbinder and planks. And we'll just go ahead and run out 10 of them. So, a bookbinder. And we already have an ink mixer. And so I'll need a writing desk. Okay, I'll need a writing desk. Apparently that's not the right one, so you have to go with this one. I already have notebooks, and we'll be putting those in the writing desk here. Ink vial, bottle. Alright, and I'm gonna have to put some of theirs, put that somewhere, because these are not gonna stack. I'll put them in my random chest here. And I'll go ahead and throw some paper in there. Alright, let's go back to the main house, because I know I have water over here. And we'll just get a bunch of these filled up, because, well, we got room for it, so why not? Okay, I didn't overflow. Good. Back down to processing. And let's make some ink. 17 ought to work. I guess my inkwell's over here. Yeah, it is. So we'll get that out, and that, and this. Probably should have brought an axe for that, but that's alright. Back over here, and let's put all this right here. And I'm hoping I can remember most of this stuff. Alright, so ink goes here, paper, more ink, and more ink. Okay, so it'll hold 16. And I can get that out. Paper, I just put here. Like that. Alright, and then we want to open up our desk. And here we're going to want paper. There we go. And ink. And then our empties go there. Alright, and then we'll be able to copy books and all that stuff. And then over here, I'm going to need leather. I do know that. Got a couple. And let's go out and get a little more leather. I have some to spare. I do really like those teleporting anchors. It could really make life so much easier. But just ignore the explosions as usual. Alright, so that is our crafting. So, one of the things I want to do is, and I believe I can do that here. Yep. So, I'll grab these back out. And I'm going to name these. Is that right? Yeah. This one's going to be Biome Distributions. And I am not going to make you go through all this. And I'm going to keep naming these, and I'll be right back. Okay, and I am back. I have my books loaded or renamed, and I actually didn't need all of them. And I'm really getting tired of hearing the water. Much better. Okay, so here is what I have so far. I have Biome Distributions, World Landscapes, Lighting, Populators, Terrain Alterations, Celestials, Weather, Visuals, Effects, and then I have my modifiers for Basic, Colors, Blocks, and I left one behind. Darn it. Ah, there it is. And modifier biomes. So what we're going to do is we're going to fill these books with what I have so far, so that we can more easily write in our table over there. Starting off with Biome Distributions, we are looking for distributions. And so these are the types of distributions that you can have. You have a grid form, tiny, native, not real sure about what that one does. Medium, single, large, and small. So these are all of the distributions that I currently have. So I will go ahead That's weird. Okay, some kind of strange glitch. So I want to highlight over my book and open it. And then I can put these into this book. And then whenever I come back over here and drop this into our writing desk, you'll see it says Biome Distributions, and it will show what the biome distributions that we have are. Now, the ones that I know, grid form. This will put your biomes into a chunk size, and it will checkerboard them. So you have to have a minimum of 2 biomes loaded previous to this, and we'll get into that. And we will not get through all of the rules, books, all that stuff today. I'll give you some basics, and I may write an age today just to get things started, but I do want to get further into this and a little deeper into it. So, but anyways, grid form, minimum of 2 biomes, and it will come out in a chunk size or 16 by 16 meter / block size. Single biome, only 1 biome. If you put 2 biomes, it's going to give you instability because you're breaking the rules of grammar. Large biomes, small biomes, just like they sound. Each biome size will be determined by which of these you use, or tiny, or medium, or whatever. So that's the distribution, and then you've got landscapes, lighting, and so on. So I'm going to go ahead and cut the video. I'm going to go back, load up the books best I can, and see how far along with this we can get in our 30+ minutes. So I'll be right back. Okay, so now I actually have my books loaded up, so I want to put them in over here so that I can view them. So we'll start off with the biome distributions, and I've pretty much got them in the order that I use them. And this is kind of the standard order that they show on the website, and some different things like that. So I try to go with the norm, and I am by far not an expert. I've read up on it some, I've played around with it a little bit, but the majority of my experience with this was running a server. So I could pretty much cut off any of the instabilities or anything like that I wanted to, so I didn't really have to worry about it. So what we're going to do is let's see, we'll grab a book here. Now what we want to do is make a world. And when you start looking into these, you'll hear a lot about grammar. And grammar can be a little difficult to understand in this. For instance, let's see, how do I want to do this? Biome distribution. I am going to do a single biome. Now, if I right click on this, you see it's still over here, but now it's over here as well. So what that did is that used a sheet of paper and a little bit of ink and created the page. So now we have a page for single biome. And then we can go over here to the world landscapes. And we can tell it what kind of single biome we want this to be. Now I'll go with flat world. And then I want to figure out, I'll go all the way down here to the bottom to my biomes. Yes, there are a lot of biomes. For this time, kind of torn between if I want to do mushroom. Alright, what I just did is I clicked my mouse wheel so it would alphabetize all of it. There's a mushroom that, as far as I know, it's not supposed to spawn mobs. But I don't really want to do that. And you can also type in here. And then that will just highlight what you've got. Yeah, put in here. Mesa Plateau, there's my plains biome. Okay, we'll just go simple. So I want a plains biome single flat world. So that is how I'm going to be starting my area or my age. And I can already tell you that normally you're gonna have some issues with your first book. I usually do, and like I said, I'm not the best in the world at this. So that is our world landscapes, and I don't have all of them. There's also, did I have a cave world? I thought I had a cave world. Anyways, there's a cave world, island world, standard, amplified, flat, and void. So I don't have all of them. Lighting, you can have bright, you can have dark, and you can have normal. I am going to go with normal. I will tell you to be warned, if you use bright, that can cause instability. Now our populators. This is one of the favorites, and this also causes instability. I'm gonna go dungeons, strongholds. I'm gonna go with, shoot, I just sorted it. All right, we got our crystalline formations. Crystalline can also cause instability. I don't want lakes. I don't want dense ores. I'll go with a dungeon. Villages. And sure, why not? Another fortress. Okay, so then we go down to our next area, and these are our alterations. So you can have spheres floating around. Keep in mind that some of the terrain alterations will require descriptors. For instance, if you get spheres, you would want to place it here, and then back here you'd want to put what kind of block that sphere is. Tell you what, we'll go ahead and do that. And I'll go down to blocks. I think I've got it here. Yeah, we'll go with end stone block spheres. Let's see. That's where we were, yep. Celestials. these are your moon, sun, and stars. So I want a normal sun. You can do other things, but I like the normal ones just because you don't have to worry about descriptors and all those things. Then on your weather, you can have eternal rain, eternal snow, fast weather, no weather, overcast. And let's see, there's also eternal storm, fast weather, slow weather. There's a lot of different ones, but I'm going to go with no weather. Just so that I don't have to worry about rain and things like that. So next we want to go with visuals. I'm probably going to go with the regular stuff again. And I have, in my own experience, I normally find that the more descriptors you give, the better off you are. So with a night sky or sky, if you don't do a sky, it's going to put something in. Go with natural watercolor. So we got natural water, natural sky. Where are my naturals? Natural foliage. That'll work. Then our effects. These can affect your stability as well. Lightning, meteors, scorched surface, and spontaneous explosions. These will actually help to stabilize your world. Accelerated will cause instability. And the reason is because this increases the ticks. So if you had a plains area that was accelerated, you tilled it, planted stuff, it would grow faster because it was accelerated. However, you would also have issues with the instability, which can cause debuffs, it can cause buffs for mobs, and it can also cause a deterioration and breakdown of the world itself. So I'm just going to go with some of the normal things. Then we get into the basic modifiers. And these control different things. So one of the things I like to do is to have, there's my normal sun. So here I have a normal sun, and I can actually move that over here. Make sure I got this right. Dun, 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 dun. Celestials. I got a little cheat sheet over here that I use sometimes. Yeah. Okay, to give you a for instance, on a sun, if all I had was sun here, or even with normal, you can have in front of it, you can have a sunset color, you can have the length, direction, and phase. And so what I'm going to do is give it a, I'm going to give it a 0 length and zenith phase. So what that means is my normal sun is going to be in the zenith phase, which is directly overhead, with a 0 length, meaning it won't move. And move some things over a little bit. Now, just to play around with the moon, let's give it a rising phase, 0 length. So that means the moon should always be on the horizon. And we'll see how that does. So then we have our colors. I normally don't do a whole lot with colors, but you know, just for a little bit of fun. There's my normal moon. Do I have a red? I like purple. We'll see if we can make a purple moon. So in theory, we should have a 0 length rising phase purple normal moon. Sure, why not? What else we got? Blocks. These do a lot of different things, and we're actually going to have to back up. Let's see, where was it those go? That's in the world. Got planes, that flat world. Okay, so I want to move that over and move that there. Because what I need to set is my land and my sea. So what kind of land do we want? Redstone, no. Glowstone, no. One thing to keep in mind, if you put in a resource, it is considered to be how do I word it? If you put in a resource as your ground, that would be considered greedy. So if I tried to put in like a diamond block for the ground, you're going to get a lot of instability. What all do we have? Why do I have 2 blood blocks? I can figure that out later. I don't want liquid or molten. I will do no seas. Oh shoot. Just so I don't have to worry about it. Wow. I thought I would have, meat block, there we go. Red plasma. Diamond ore block, yeah, we could do that. Do I not have a cobble or stone or dirt or something? Alright, dirt block. Okay, so that's our blocks. And then we've already picked our biome. And that's it. So I actually need to move all this. Now that should be in my bag, right? Or in my inventory. Okay. So one more thing. And we're actually going to need more than one of these. There. Your linking page. You're going to have a linking page for your book and to get back home. And I recommend at least 2 linking books to get home, if not 3. So we're going to go ahead and do 3 this time. So let's open up our book. So we have our empty book here. We're going to take a link panel and put it here. And then we're just going to take these and move them straight up. There. And then we're going to take this over here and right click it there. And I believe that empties our book. Yep. And so then we have this, and we're going to name this our first try. And we're going to pull out our descriptive book. Now, as you can see, that just said it's a one-way ticket. So let's go over here and grab some leather, and we're going to make a way to get back. 2. And there's 2 of them, and I can get one more leather over here. Put that here. So now we have our unlinked link books. And so whenever I right click on one of these unlinked link books, I want it to bring me right back here. So all I do is I put it in my hand and I right click. As long as you're not actually targeting something that you can reach like that. And so then that will bring us back home. And I no, can't stack them. And then I want to grab a book stand. Might be easier to look it up this way. Yeah, there it is. All right. So I want to take one of these and place it right here on the ground. I'm going to right click it and I'm going to place our new book in there. Now, I'm going to go grab my stuff because I do not want to go into this without armor and weapons and things like that. What can I leave? I don't need that. I definitely want to take these with me. Don't need that. And yeah, I think this warrants this. All right, so let's go see what our new world gives us. And loading a new world can take a little bit of time. It can definitely lag a server. There's our moon rising. And here we are. All right, so one of the first things you want to do is pull this up. And no debuffs, so that's good. Nice. Seems nice and peaceful. Our moon looks like it's trying to rise. Wait a minute, that's another sun. Okay, it gave us a second sun. So where would our moon be? Huh, I'm not sure. That's cool, it gives us a second sun. But anyways, there's the sun that we told to stay put. So this has given us a second sun. This land will always be day. And another cool thing is, when you create a world like this, you'll always get this little landing pad. And I've got to cut off the particles. Back that up. And put that back to minimal. All right, so we're going to take and place that here, and we're going to put our linking book there so we can get back home. Second thing we want to do is we want to mark where we're at. And make it a color that's easy to see. Looks like we got a skeleton out that way. And we didn't put in big trees, but it did them anyways. We did do our globes and made them, well, I just lagged. Hold on just a minute. Let's see what the ride gives us. I'm either going to crash or come out of it. Oh, came out of it. Okay. We got our end-stone globe as we asked for, and you can see some of them are kind of half buried, some of them are up in the sky. And then we have this over here. These are libraries, and oh, lagged again. I found our skeleton though. This may not be good. I might come back to this dead, simply because I can't do anything while I'm lagged like this. I have no idea what just happened. Oh, mercy. That was interesting. I'll bet the thorns ended up killing him. Now that's what you call it being nice to have good armor. Alright, so anyways, in these rooms... Oh, hello. Oh, hi guys. That was interesting. Anyways, here in the libraries you'll find more pages. Most of these looks like we've got. Yep. And either this corner or that corner there's going to be a chest. And I should have brought an axe. Oh, I did bring one. A lumber axe. That'll work. A little too well. Anyways, inside of that was a chest. In the chest are some pages as well. So we got Twinkling Stars, Glass Block, Fen Biome, and Tega Hills Biome. So this is our new world, and it will forever be day, including 2 suns. The balls are not moons. Those are our little end-stone globes. So there we go. I shall find myself a perch, and speaketh to my people. Oh, that's a nice look. Anyways, that is how to make a MystCraft world. And there are numerous differences or changes that you can make. You can do a dense ore, you can do diamond, you can do tendrils, which are basically, it looks like roots above ground that run all over the place, and you can make them out of glass or obsidian or whatever. You know, some things are going to give you instability. They're going to give you debuffs. Some things are not. So if you get a chance, play with it. You know, test out some different areas. I'm actually thinking about doing the age-old make a void world and put my base there, just to see if I can reduce some of the lag issues, which is one of the reasons I went ahead and started MystCraft. So, but anyways, that's the episode for today. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it helped. If it did, please click like below and help me out. If you have any questions, want to make any suggestions, don't forget to leave it in the comments down below. Please remember, I am not a MystCraft pro. I dabble in it. I play around with it. That's about the extent of it. I read up on it, but I am by far not a pro at this. I more experiment and things like that. But like I said, if you have any questions, want to make any suggestions, leave that down below. I have a quick guide from binarymage.com that I'll leave a link to down below. It helps. It's actually one of my go-tos whenever I try building a world. It'll tell you, what you need and what you don't need, things like that. But anyways, thanks. Hope you enjoyed it. I'm Jim Slate. Take care and God bless.